Thank you very much, Sumit. Ladies and gentlemen, Union Parliamentary Affairs and Minority Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju joins us on a day when Parliament is still conducting business and is expected to go on till 4 a.m. till tomorrow morning. That's a new Mr. Kiren Rijiju. इतना काम पार्लियामेंट में पहले कभी नहीं सुना.
प्रॉब्लम क्या है, जब पार्लियामेंट हंगामा होता है तब न्यूज बनता है, देर रात तक चलता है तो कोई पूछता नहीं है, काम चलते रहता है.
I want to begin on a note where on the first day of Parliament, the Prime Minister said we have to focus on delivery, not drama. Was that a message to the opposition? And today, on the penultimate day of Parliament getting over, what do you look at? Is this a session of delivery or drama?
I think what Prime Minister stated on the first day is a big statement. In a parliamentary democracy, people expect Parliament to function, deliver through debates and discussion. After all, the nation looks up to Parliament for better policies, better laws. And what we have seen over the years, the standard of debate. When I came as a young member of Parliament, we have seen the level of debates in the House. I was backbencher, in the last row, looking at Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, George Fernandes, Chandrasekhar ji. They were all in the front. We used to see, learn, and also we got upgraded to the front seats. But it all depends on the leadership. Today, most of the time what we see is the parties come with agenda and they drive their entire performance to send out message to the voters about how they are going to take up certain political agendas without giving their contributions in enriching the debates and discussion. Maybe it will pay a greater political dividends, but it's not good for parliamentary democracy. As a parliamentary democracy, India stands out actually. We are most populated country, largest democracy, most vibrant parliamentary democracy. We need to show the world that we are a thriving, vibrant democracy. I'm sorry to say that in last few years we have seen some kind of downgrading ourselves by our behavior. But in last two sessions, I can say, purely from government's point of view, we have transacted substantial numbers of businesses concerning the common people. And in this session also, and as you rightly mentioned, today Rajya Sabha will function till early morning. And I just announced a sumptuous good dinner for the MPs to stay on, have a quality debate. So, this session, yesterday in Lok Sabha, we sat till 2 in the early morning. I was there till the last hour. Normally, I, as a parliamentary affairs minister, first to reach Parliament and last to leave the Parliament House. So I really like when MPs stay on and do the work till late night. In nutshell, what I want to say is, as a government, we have majority. We can pass the bills. We can transact business. But what is the point? If those critical bills do not get the scrutiny of the Parliament, if the MPs do not deliberate intensely on every clause, every word, sentence, passing of the bill is, I think, not a challenge for the government because we have whatever you call brute majority, whatever. But the purpose is to process the entire rules, regulation by your participation, not by just letting it pass through. That is my idea.
But फिर पास तो आपने करवा ही दिया. इतना हल्ला हो रहा था जीराम जी बिल पर. ड्रामा तो आप भी करते हैं. That is the charge by the opposition on you.
नहीं,
कि आपने ड्रामा किया. महात्मा गांधी की हत्या हो गई. मनरेगा का नाम अब जीराम जी कर दिया है. ये आपका ड्रामा है. That is the opposition's charge.
political rhetorics. I am not going into political, into those what opposition wanted to do. But what I'm saying is, hello? We are very focused on our jobs. We are not into political slogans or to drive political points. We have enough time to do it outside. But in the parliament, they are creating obstacle in passing the bill. That is when we are forced to pass the bill. So if they feel that we bulldoze those bills by our majority, that is a incorrect accusation, unfair actually. We always give time in business advisory committees. We set the time. We allocate the time for particular business to be taken up for discussion. But when these people come to the well of the house, they shout slogans. Okay, I have no problem shouting slogans. If they come to obstruct the bill, come to the well, stand right in front of Prime Minister, in front of the ministers, and they block even the television screen, camera, and then they will come with
There
the
were rockets
placards.
flying today with paper rockets.
I was sitting in the front. I said, don't come this side, otherwise it will lead to physical scuffle that will be ugly. So we are very, very, very open for debates and discussion. But don't get physical. Physical can be
आपने
outside,
डराया
not
क्या?
inside.
आप तो स्पोर्ट्स मिनिस्टर रह चुके हैं,
बिल्कुल
वेरी
नहीं
हेल्थ
डराता हूँ।
कॉन्शियस, हेल्थ इंडिया, आप बॉक्स कर देते किसी को?
Nobody will be scared of me. I am the most simple person in the parliament. I am very honest. I am very, casual in my way of talking to them. Not as a parliamentary affairs minister, as a colleague. We are after all colleague in the same house. I go to meet all of them. I talk to Kharge ji, Gandhi ji, other senior opposition leaders. We have good rapport actually. But the problem is,
राहुल गांधी जी से भी?
देखो हमारा दुश्मन तो है नहीं.
नहीं,
So
वो
क्या
तो नहीं
problem
है, लेकिन पार्लियामेंट में ऐसे लगता है जैसे हैं.
My action is purely dependent on their action. I don't really look forward to confrontation. I look for engagement. That is my character.
लेकिन एंगेजमेंट होती है राहुल गांधी के साथ इन कॉन्वर्सेशंस?
What transpires in the conversation, I don't want to make it public. Every time outside the house, we talk in the room, we discuss for many things. But these are private conversation. But I get disappointed when whatever we agree, it is not implemented during the, functioning of the house. Then it's slightly difficult. And I don't want to, take out the names and accuse the person. Then you lose the trust. See, there's something called
Do you
privy.
trust Rahul Gandhi?
I have to trust. I have no option.
We have to, मतलब doctor's prescription.
See, he is holding a constitution post as a leader of opposition. So as a leader of the principal opposition party, we are duty bound to give him the space. If he doesn't utilize his position, I'm not to be blamed. Parliament is right in the middle of important bills and all those business under consideration. And he is in Germany. Now, how can I be blamed for that?
BMW चला रहे हैं.
It is not the time to drive BMW. It is time to perform in the house.
So there's a very viral picture of you, I think, last week. You and Rahul Gandhi discussing something near a car. Were you discussing your morning yoga routine or yoga inside the parliament that happens on a daily basis? What was that discussion all about?
Well, I think quite a few times we had some soft exchanges of ideas. I think the incident we are referring to is on the birth anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. While we were coming out, he was wearing T-shirts. I mean, these days he's wearing most of the time t-shirt even in winters. So I just asked him casually, you don't feel cold? It's winter, a bit chilly, everybody's wearing warm clothes. He says he doesn't feel cold. तो मैंने कहा ये उनका चमड़ा है, मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? I can't help it. So then he told me that he does some martial arts and some exercise. So he invited me. हम दोनों साथ साथ exercise करते हैं.
करते हैं?
He asked me, चलो
Okay.
आइए मेरे घर में आइए, we will work out together. तो
आप गए?
नहीं, in a lighter mode, I said नहीं मुझे डर लगता आपको घर आने में.
क्यों? राहुल गांधी से डर क्यों लगता है?
बिल्कुल डर नहीं लगता, लेकिन बोलने के लिए मैंने बोल दिया है.
तो क्यों? अगर इतना सॉफ्ट एक्सचेंज, सच अ गुड एक्सचेंज बिटवीन लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन एंड पार्लियामेंट्री अफेयर्स इज अ गुड साइन फॉर डेमोक्रेसी, फिर डर क्यों लगता है?
मुझे डर किसी चीज का नहीं है. मैंने उस समय अपने आप को बचने के लिए यही बोलना ठीक लगा.
जान बचाने के लिए आपने किया?
जान तो क्या है, मेरा जान तो बचा हुआ है.
बचा हुआ है.
एक्चुअली
अवॉइड कर रहे हैं आप राहुल गांधी को?
it's good to be it's good to be physically fit and mentally alert. So I want to just make one request to Rahul Gandhi that please join Fit India movement. Prime Minister Modi ji launched Fit India movement in 2019. He has never promoted it. When we were in opposition, I was in opposition for entire life till 2014. We used to participate in all government programs. Government programs mean what? It is a national program. But Congress party never ever participated in government program, means program of our country. Fit India, Make in India, these are all programs of the nation. He should participate in all these events like Hello India.
वंदे मातरम डिबेट.
वंदे मातरम तो आजकल कांग्रेस लोग नहीं बोलते हैं.
क्यों?
डर लगता होगा.
डर तो आपको लगता है राहुल गांधी से.
हमको किसी चीज से डर नहीं है.
तो फिर गए क्यों नहीं राहुल गांधी के घर? ये जनता जानना चाहती है.
आप मुझे भेज के ही छोड़ेंगे वहां.
हाँ, जाना चाहिए. यही तो डेमोक्रेसी है.
आई हैव नो प्रॉब्लम.
मार्शल आर्ट से तो नहीं डर लगता कहीं?
मैं तो फिजिकली किसी से डरता नहीं हूँ, लेकिन मैं ऐसा है, आई एंटर्ड पॉलिटिक्स क्वाइट अर्ली, बट आई वाज अ गुड स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन and contact sports and normal conventional sports. I love all kinds of games. When I was made sports minister, I connected with the youth. So physically I am quite good enough. I'm nothing to be scared about.
So you don't need Rahul Gandhi as your gym instructor?
नहीं, राहुल गांधी जी का फिटनेस और मेरा फिटनेस में बहुत अंतर है.
In what way, sir? I'm very
अब ये
curious to
इतने
know.
आपके यहाँ इतने लर्नेड ऑडियंस है, यहाँ मैं नहीं बोल सकता हूँ.
नहीं, बताइए सर. अब आपने मुद्दा छेड़ा है तो बता ही दीजिए कि उनकी फिटनेस और आपकी फिटनेस में क्या फर्क है.
देखो, फिटेस्ट पर्सन इन द कंट्री इज मोदी जी. जितना काम कर सकता है वो, ही हैज चेंज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ फिटनेस. आप उनका जो, मैं तो आपको बताने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है हाउ फिट द प्राइम मिनिस्टर इज. But the fitness, what we are talking about is normal basic level of fitness, which is utmost necessary for anybody to, deliver whatever is required to. If you have a minimum fitness, you can do anything. Otherwise, life, zindagi kya hai? But Prime Minister's fitness level is at different level. Mental, physical, spiritual. So you can upgrade the definition of fitness to a next level.
ऑपोजिशन उन्हें नॉन बायोलॉजिकल कहती है.
वो ऑपोजिशन क्या बोलते हैं, मैं तो उस पर तो इतना इंटरप्रेट नहीं कर सकता हूँ what they mean. But my outlook is very simple, as I am a very simple person. Prime Minister inspires everybody. मैं भी 7 चुनाव लड़ चुका हूँ. But after looking at Prime Minister, I feel it is just a beginning. Otherwise, पहले हम लोग तो इतने साल से देख रहे हैं पॉलिटिक्स, लोग कहते हैं कि ओ बहुत हो गया, अब तो मैं रिटायरमेंट ले लूंगा, मैं बुढ़ा हो गया हूँ.
आप तो नहीं हुए.
अब
अभी
तो
तो
सवाल ही
22
नहीं है.
साल रह गए हैं विकसित भारत में. तो 22 साल जब आपका ईवीएम, आपका इलेक्शन कमीशन, तो 22 साल तो कहीं नहीं जाएंगे.
देखिए, एजेंडा तो कोई सेट नहीं कर सकता है. देश का एजेंडा देश के लोग सेट करेंगे. वी गवर्न आवरसेल्फ, है कि नहीं? In India, we govern ourselves. I mean, the citizens govern themselves through their elected representatives. तो एजेंडा लोग ही सेट करते हैं. We are basically outcome of people's thinking. We don't have our own character.
But if you have your own EVM, it always helps.
ऐसा
No?
कुछ नहीं है. मैं बार बार कहता हूं, पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स का अपना कोई कैरेक्टर नहीं होता है, कोई एजेंडा नहीं होता है. Our character is a reflection of the society we belong to. So we are basically driving people's agenda. People decide what to do. We are just propounding it.
So let me ask you, the G Ram Ji bill, आपने opposition से पहले चर्चा की थी.
मैंने कई बार बात किया.
इतना ऑब्जेक्शन है, वो लोग पेपर रॉकेट्स बना के चला रहे हैं. दे हैव बोर्ड्स इन देयर हैंड. दे आर सेइंग द नेम इज अनएक्सेप्टेबल. गारंटी हैज बीन टेकन अवे, 100-day एम्प्लॉयमेंट गारंटी. नाउ यू हैव 125 days on paper, but there is no legal guarantee backing it. Are you guilty of watering it down?
Guilty का सवाल ही नहीं. After entire scrutiny, the bill came to the cabinet and we had a very intense deliberation in the cabinet, and then we brought it to the parliament. Now, if they want to say something, we welcome. They can put their views during the debate and discussion. But then pointing out the name change and then trying to hijack the entire discussion is not going to do any good thing for the purpose of the bill itself. We have very clearly stated that when Narega was passed, I was in the opposition those days. We had deliberated then under the UPA 1. The target was to create employment for the rural people. Then 2009, the name was changed, means Mahatma Gandhi name was added later on. And then it was realized that it was mostly, let me be very frank, not to be misquoted. There are lots of misuses in the present मनरेगा स्कीम. आप गड्ढा खोदते हो या तालाब बनाते हो, इरिगेशन चैनल वगैरह, it's all done by JCB machine now. Now people get it done by JCB, and then in the name of the salary component for 100 days, they draw the money. There's no proper way of checking the corruption. I'm not accusing every government, but it's happening everywhere. Now, there are provisions in this new bill to have the district level Lokpal to check the corruption. The entire, technology will be utilized to ensure transparency and accountability in the implementation. It's going to change the entire rural economy. Time has changed. This Manrega was brought in 2006. Now we are in 2025. The law needs upgradation. You need overhauling of the legal system also.
Upgradation of bill or name?
Naam, dekhiye, naam, I'm not going into the name right now.
Why? That is the main issue the opposition
G
is
Ramji, Viksit Bharat, guarantee for the employment in the rural, Gramin. So, it is basically, अब राम का नाम से क्या आपत्ति है? जी राम जी.
आपने जबरदस्ती राम बनाया है. रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड आजीविका. एम्प्लॉयमेंट और आजीविका सेम ही चीज होता है. रोजगार और आजीविका सेम चीज होता है. आपने राम बनाने के लिए दोनों सिमिलर पर्यायवाची शब्द डाले हैं. दैट इज द चार्ज अगेंस्ट
यू. व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम इन टेकिंग द नेम ऑफ राम? राम राज्य तो महात्मा गांधी ने कहा है.
महात्मा गांधी में भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी.
महात्मा गांधी लास्ट वर्ड इज ऑल्सो हे राम. राम राज्य स्थापित करना गांधी जी का ही सपना था, तो हम तो गांधी जी का सपना ही पूरा कर रहे हैं।
तो इस बिल से अब राम राज्य आ जाएगा,
कोशिश वही करना चाहिए ना, राम
और इस बिल की वजह से जो राम राज्य में पोल्यूशन है उसका उसका डिस्कशन डिबेट जो है वो हाईजैक हो गया. I want to ask you, these are issues that relate to common people. In the mutual drama between this side and that side, the treasury benches and the opposition benches, have issues of the common people been lost?
See, when you talk about, I'm very disappointed. Today I'm actually disappointed. Yesterday the Congress leaders came to us, we met the speaker and we decided that pollution is a big issue, not only in Delhi, all the metropolitan cities. We need to come together, treat it as a national issue. And there are actions being taken, but we need to do more. But how to do it? We have to come together. And then we included Srimati Priyanka Gandhi's name, then one MP from DMK, one MP from BJP. We gave it the notice. It was accepted in the night and we decided. I said whole day we are ready to discuss on pollution. In the morning also I told all the floor leaders, let us discuss about air pollution whole day. By evening we must come out with some good suggestions. And by 1 o'clock, they've changed their stance. And the entire opposition MPs came to the well of the house and they started tearing the papers, throwing, and then they started climbing up to the table office. I was very upset. I was sitting there. And then I told some of the Congress leaders, you are destroying the debate which we have listed on pollution. And then after that incident, well, Speaker got upset and I said, adjourn the House for the whole day. I have no issue because these people are not interested in debates. Now outside they kept on shouting with all placards, banners, pollution, pollution. When Parliament has listed the business to discuss about the pollution, these people created another drama to avoid discussion. That is not good.
You avoided the discussion or did
No,
they?
my avoiding is out of question. What I'm saying is, I told Environment Minister also be ready to respond at length. He was ready. All the speakers' names were also finalized. And then these people created this ruckus and we had to lose out the whole day business. It's very upsetting actually as a Parliamentary Affairs Minister. I feel very comfortable when the House transacts the business peacefully. How do we consider the output? By the numbers of hours we sit in the Parliament. So I'm happy at least in Rajya Sabha, the whole day and tonight we will be sitting and then early morning we will gather. We hardly will have any good time enough to sleep. Yesterday also I slept for just 2 hours. I came back home around 3:30. I got up around 6 and then I went to Parliament again. So we hardly get time to sleep. If I get 3 hours to sleep, I'm very lucky. So we work very hard. But the thing is, these opposition MPs do not cooperate. It's very disappointing.
So let me ask you, as Parliamentary Affairs Minister, what is it? Which quality do you think you need most? Patience, a loud voice, or just being friends across the aisle?
See, first of all, I feel genuinely that government's responsibility is to listen to the voice of the opposition and then respond. So most of the time I listen. In the Business Advisory Committee meeting from, side to side, they keep talking and I listen. After all, we have to give decision at the end of the day. I prefer those MPs who don't really, disturb the proceeding of the House. He may be loud, he may be quite articulate, whatever may be, but if the House functions, then you get to hear the voice or the views of the members. So my viewpoint is those who allow the House to function are better people.
Are better people, and can you name a few of them?
I think in Congress party also, I have seen some of the new MPs this time. They're quite articulate. And from,
Rahul Gandhi?
I have no comment on him.
Why? Is he
because
articulate? He's articulate.
He's already well known. You know, Times now understands him better.
We are boycotting.
My take is the young MPs should get chance to speak. Others, how will they learn?
The opposition also charges you that during the parliament session, you comment on Rahul Gandhi being abroad, but even the Prime Minister is abroad. How would you respond to the
No,
opposition?
these two are incomparable. Prime Minister is going for national duty. Rahul Gandhi is going for private duty. You can't compare.
Why is his duty? It's a constitutional position.
It's not a parliamentary delegation. It's not a parliamentary trip. It's not even a Congress trip. He has gone for his own whatever meeting fixed. I don't know.
Did you fix or did your government fix meetings for him with German ministers?
See, as a leader of opposition, he's entitled to all the courtesies which is extended to ministers. We are same category. Leader of opposition is a cabinet minister rank position. So he's entitled to all the facilities, and our missions abroad will definitely arrange his programs and whatever. But if he makes it a private visit, he even doesn't disclose his itinerary to his security people. It's not good for the nation.
आपने पुतिन से तो मिलने नहीं दिया उन्हें.
ये अभी बोलने का समय नहीं है. वो कितना सीरियस है मिलने में नहीं मिलने में, ये विषय अलग है. बट कई चीज ऐसे होता है वो सरकार तय करते हैं, और फिर विदेशी जो मेहमान होते हैं, the visiting dignitary, there is a courtesy which you normally listen to their request. The visiting dignitaries normally place their request that during their visit they want to see such personalities and all. So you have to accommodate after consultation.
When Rahul Gandhi is abroad, is your life simpler in parliament or more difficult? Because then you have to deal with Ms. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who's been giving good speeches.
आप प्रियंका गांधी ऐसे नाम ले लेके बड़ा कर देते हो.
आपको बड़ी
I treat everybody as simple member of parliament. For me, nobody is special. Everybody is equal. Anybody who makes good contribution on the floor of the house is a good MP. प्रियंका गांधी को मैं अंडरमाइन नहीं कर रहा हूं. मेरा कहना है कि I don't need to give special treatment to anybody because he belongs or she belongs to a family.
But her interventions have been sharp. So how do you assess her as the parliamentary affairs minister?
ऐसा
Speech
नहीं
अच्छा
है.
लगा?
अब माहौल क्रिएट करता है कांग्रेस पार्टी. जब सोनिया गांधी जी, राहुल गांधी जी, प्रियंका गांधी जी बोलती है तो पूरा कांग्रेस लोग जमा हो जाता है पीछे में. बाकी लोग जब बोलते हैं तो कोई बैठता ही नहीं सुनने के लिए. They create this situation.
अच्छी बात है कि बुरी बात है?
I have no comment on that. That is their business.
When did you become so diplomatic, Kiran Rijiju, sir?
Diplomacy का बात नहीं. I'm just stating what is reality.
Let me also ask on a serious note the issue of impeachment of a judge, a notice that has been given by 120 members of parliament from the opposition. You have an Madras High Court. I want to ask you, is that something that is in conformity of the norms as well as rules of parliament?
Serving notice to remove a High Court or Supreme Court judge is the prerogative of the MPs. If the requisite number is fulfilled, they can submit. To impeach a judge depends on the strength of the members. But I am on more vital point. Just because the judge has not given a judgment in your favor and you want to intimidate by moving an impeachment motion, that is not good. You can criticize the judgment. You cannot criticize the judge. After all, we believe in rule of law. Rule of law is interpreted through judicial pronouncement. if we start attacking the judges and judicial institutions, or any, for that matter, constitutional authorities, then how do you maintain the credibility of those institutions? It is not wise decision to remove anybody, be it election commission or judge or anybody, just because he or she is not fulfilling your political agenda. That is not good. It amounts to intimidation, and we will not allow this to succeed.
So do you think this impeachment motion has a future of succeeding in parliament?
No chance. We are in government. We will not allow it to succeed.
So that's a very categorical answer. But Mr. Kiren Rijiju, let me also ask you, many people are saying that you shied away from the vote chori debate, turned it into an electoral reforms. आपको SIR नाम से डर लगता है क्या?
देखिए, आप पूछ रहा है इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ. Otherwise, I don't need clarification. All the learned people sitting here understand very well. SIR has been happening since 1952. This is the first time under our government, after so many years, we have seen this SIR being launched by the Election Commission of India. All the other SIR, barring 2003 under Atal Bihari Vajpayee, all the SIR were during Congress regime. So vote chori kyun naam nahi lagaya? When I
वो तसल्ली से हुए थे, एक 2 साल लगा के हुए थे, आप 2 महीने में कर रहे हो.
अरे भाई, आप एक चीज समझना है. देखो, I have fought 7 elections. First 3 elections I fought in ballot paper. Then the next 4 elections in EVM machine. 2004, when Vajpayee was the sitting prime minister, that was the first election pan-India conducted on EVM machine. And we were defeated. We never said that we were defeated because of the election commission or the vote chori or EVM machine. There's a courtesy. When somebody forms the government or wins the election, you are to give congratulatory message. It's a courtesy, basic courtesy, best wishes. Have you ever seen Sri Rahul Gandhi giving this courtesy wishes to Prime Minister Modi ji? Never. I'm seeing for the first time, he doesn't congratulate. बोलता है तो चोरी करके जीता है. अरे भाई, हार जीत होता है. You have to gracefully accept the defeat also, and don't become arrogant in victory. तो ये तो मैं पहले बार लाइफ में I'm seeing for the first time that when you are defeated, you are not gracious enough. You are abusing the system. मैंने कल किसी एक जगह में बोला है, I'm repeating it you now for the benefit of the learned audience here. When you are convincingly defeated consecutively, to get away from the blame, so that your cadres don't blame you for the defeat, you want to shift the entire reason for defeat to the system itself. कितना दिन भागोगे? 3 बार हार चुके हैं, 4 बार हार चुके हैं, तो एक दिन तो आपको जवाब देना ही पड़ेगा. You can't perpetually shift the blame of your failure on the constitutional authorities. ये होगा नहीं. एक समय के बाद the Congress cadre will question the Congress leadership, that because of the leadership the Congress is facing defeats after defeats. ये तो हकीकत है, आप भाग नहीं सकते.
तो फिर मैं इसी बात पे अगर आपको पूछूं कि आप नेशनल हेरल्ड का केस 12 साल से चला रहे हैं, कल उसको कोर्ट ने उठाकर बाहर फेंक दिया, कहा प्रेडिकेट ऑफेंस ही नहीं है, आपका पूरा जो केस है इट हैज नो लेग्स टू स्टैंड ऑन. तो फिर ये आपका भी
you are half briefed. The rejection was on technical ground,
which is the predicate offense, which is the basic point of the PMLA.
Let the matter come to the substantial matter of the case.
The substantial question is, PMLA says predicate offense होगा तब उसके ऊपर money laundering का केस हो सकता है.
I can speak in detail, but I don't want to get into the substance of the case which are pending in the court. I don't want to argue for or against. But what I'm saying is, on technical ground, if an FIR is rejected, let us not draw a conclusion that it has affected on the actual substantive matter of the case. Let it be there, but if they want to rejoice of this particular thing, it's their freedom.
But it is, for the moment, reprieve for them and a step back for you. It is a setback.
How does it is a setback for us? It is a case not filed by BJP. हमारा पार्टी का नहीं है केस.
नहीं, केस तो जिन्होंने फाइल किया वो कभी बीजेपी में थे.
था वो नहीं था, but it's a private matter. BJP has not filed the case.
Oh.
And we are not vindictive
And
at all.
ED is not an agency of the government, it's a private entity.
You want the ED should function under British government?
No, so
But
then,
India में है
so
तो-
then ED has created a problem, you have to respond, you are the government.
No, let us not get into that kind of argument. It will, draw into a wrong conclusion, because I don't want to get into the allegation of misusing the investigating authorities or agencies. It has been like this. Government has certain sovereign duty to perform. As long as we are not getting into the nitty-gritty of the investigative matters, the court, judiciary will decide.
What happens to the impeachment case of the Delhi High Court judge,
Justice
Verma?
Justice Yashwant Verma is a very clear case. It is a case of corruption. That is why our party is also signatory to the removal motion. So we have to be very clear. If it's a matter related to the conduct of the judge or ethical issues, then I firmly believe that Parliament should not get into impeachment of any judge. But if it's a matter related to corruption, then we must adopt a zero tolerance on corruption. Justice Yashwant Verma case is a matter which has been taken into cognizance by the Supreme Court. They referred it to the Prime Minister and the President. And then only I had talked to all the opposition members that I don't want to make it look like government-driven motion. So Rahul Gandhi, Kharge ji and everybody, we sat together. 4 of us sat together and we decided that I will talk to other opposition leaders also, and this will be a motion moved by all parties. So
When?
now the committee is performing its duty and I can't force them. If they get delayed, they have to seek permission from the Parliament for extension of their tenure. But I hope it will be soon.
In the budget session, are we...
I can't give the deadline, but I think we can expect very soon.
Mr. Kiren Rijiju, as a parliamentary affairs minister, though it was not a very long session, it must have taken a toll on your time, and
Listen to my voice, it's already
वो
cracked.
तो pollution से है. Pollution के लिए
नहीं
क्या
pollution
करते हैं?
नहीं, मैं ज्यादा पार्लियामेंट में चिल्ला के
नहीं,
बोल
ये
रहा
pollution से है. पूरी दिल्ली का यही हाल है. सबकी आवाज खराब है.
नहीं, your voice is perfectly all right.
आपने क्या पार्लियामेंट में एयर प्यूरिफायर्स लगाए हैं?
नहीं, मैं ऑपोजिशन बहुत जोर से हंगामा करता तो मैं जोर से बोल के मेरा खराब हुआ है. Pollution is on serious note, it's a serious issue. But I am sad today we could not take up for discussion due to opposition.
Will we take it up tomorrow?
Tomorrow is the last day of the winter session.
तो last day में, like school children, we pack our bags and go home.
Last day में वंदे मातरम हो जाता है.
So Kiren Rijiju, how do you relax on parliament days? Do you get any time for relaxation? कि अब parliament के बाद ही होगा.
नहीं, of course, once the parliament session ends, I get time to look after my ministry. I have got other responsibility also. So I can visit locations, developmental projects, interaction with the stakeholders and all, which I really love to go on the fields. But when there's a parliament session, then I don't meet people also. Those who want to meet me, they have to come to the parliament office. So although it's comparatively a short session, but quite intensive session, very productive. And by tonight, late, early morning tomorrow, we will be done with all the business of this winter session, and then we prepare for budget session.
And before I let you go, I know you love music. I know.
Don't ask me to sing.
नहीं तो आज मैं सिर्फ आज के मौके में जो ऑपोजिशन और आपके ट्रेजरी बेंचेस के रिश्ते हैं, इस पे कोई गाना याद आता है आपको?
तो बहुत याद आता है, लेकिन आप
दोस्त दोस्त ना रहा।
मैं कुछ बोलूंगा, आप बोलेंगे गुनगुनाओ।
हाँ, गुनगुन।
नहीं,
अच्छा, कम से कम 2 लाइन तो बता दीजिए जो गाना याद आता है।
गाना तो आप ऐसे अचानक बोलने से तो याद तुरंत तो नहीं आएगा। I love songs. I love to sing. I love especially old songs. लेकिन अब सेशन के बाद थोड़ा चुप चुप के गाएंगे।
चुप चुप के?
आपके
क्यों?
सामने में नहीं।
नहीं, क्यों चुप? फिर
ताकि
पूछूंगी,
कोई ना
डर
सुने।
लगता है।
ताकि मैं खुद ही सुनूं अपना आवाज।
Well, किरण रिजिजू, पोल्यूशन से जो आपका गला खराब है, I will give you.
का हंगामा से।
Well, always a sport, former sports minister, current parliamentary affairs, बहुत मुश्किल लाइफ है आपकी। पार्लियामेंटेरियंस को संभालना मुश्किल काम होता है, लेकिन आप उसके बाद भी इतना मुस्कुराते हैं, इतना हंसते हैं, और सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर आपका इंटैक्ट रहता है। इसके लिए आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई। Thank you very much for joining us here at the India Economic Conclave and for being with us in ending this conclave on a very high note. Thank you very much, Mr. Kiran Rijiju, for always being a sport.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for gracing the 11th edition of India Economic Conclave, and as Navika said perfectly, for ending this second day on such a high note after such a riveting session. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, once again for the Honorable Minister, who has been kind enough, as he has said, to take out time from a busy day at the Parliament.
And with that, ladies and